When Floyd Mayweather was at the airport, he ran into someone he didn't expect to see. Terence Crawford was also there, heading to Shakur Stevenson's party after receiving an invitation. Mayweather lunged at Crawford, pinning him to the ground. Crawford ended up with a bloody nose from the fight. What was supposed to be a simple airport visit for both fighters turned into a surprising and dramatic clash. Now, you might be wondering why all of this is happening. Why would someone like Mayweather, who is expected to be noble and professional, suddenly attack Terence Crawford? Well, it all started when Crawford was asked who would win in a fight between himself and Floyd Mayweather. Without hesitation, Crawford confidently backed himself, saying he believed he could win. Me. Man, me. During his appearance on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, he added, "Me versus anybody. I'ma always say me." That's just how confident I am in my skills. Whether it's Mayweather or anyone else, I believe in myself, and I know I'll come out on top. This has made Mayweather really furious because, to him, it feels like Crawford is looking down on his achievements. I mean, Mayweather has an unblemished record, so he has every reason to be angry. He's fought and beaten some of the best in boxing history. So, hearing Crawford say that he could beat him was like a slap in the face. But here's the thing. Doesn't Crawford also have a perfect record so far in his career? That could be why he's so confident in saying he could win against Mayweather. Just like Floyd, Crawford has never tasted defeat. So it's understandable why he believes in himself so much. After all, both fighters have proven their skills in the ring. Maybe it's that shared undefeated status that makes this rivalry so intense. Both men are proud of their records, and neither wants to back down. Although it hasn't happened yet, a fight between Mayweather and Crawford would be a dream come true for boxing fans. The excitement is real because Crawford is one of the top pound-for-pound fighters right now. He's already made history by becoming undisputed in 2 weight divisions, lightweight and welterweight, which shows just how good he is. Fans can only imagine what it would be like to see these two go head-to-head. In his last fight, Crawford even moved up to super welterweight and took down Israel Madrimov, the reigning champ, to win a world title in his 4th division. This shows how versatile and skilled Crawford is in the ring, making him a serious challenge for anyone, even someone like Mayweather. On the other side of the ring, we have Mayweather, a true boxing legend. He won world titles in many different weight classes and retired without ever losing a fight. With an amazing record of 50 wins and no losses, Mayweather's often the fighter that all other boxers are compared to. His style, skill, and ability to outsmart his opponents make him one of the best in the history of boxing. But even though that's what many people believe, there's no doubt that only one fighter will stand out if they ever meet in the ring. Top trainer Robert Garcia, who works with great fighters like Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez and Virgil Ortiz, shared his thoughts on the matter. He told us news that even after all these years, Mayweather, or Money as he's often called, could still come back and beat many of today's world champions. Mayweather could still beat a lot of champions. Maybe at welterweight, he could beat most of the champions right now. He'll probably beat WBA regular champion Imantas Stanionis, WBC champion Mario Barrios, WBO champion Brian Norman Jr. Mayweather's skills and experience are just on another level. The trainer thinks Mayweather hasn't lost his touch, and even though he's retired, he could easily compete with the best fighters out there. This is a big compliment coming from a top trainer who's seen many fighters rise and fall in the sport. Now, there's another Garcia sharing his thoughts. Even though he's not the biggest fan of Mayweather, Rayon Garcia is siding with him. In a recent podcast, he made it clear that he doesn't think much of Terence Crawford. Garcia went so far as to call Crawford a bum, claiming that he's only fought weaker fighters. According to him, Crawford hasn't really pushed himself or faced anyone that could truly test him.
Terence Crawford is not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta say it. You're an overhyped bum, bro. I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro.
And what's even more interesting about this is that while Garcia was in it, he invited Crawford to fight him in the ring, which is a huge deal in the boxing world. The fact that it was broadcasted live means that everyone saw this bold move,
Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking shit. I could do it anytime,
You think
bro.
you can see Crawford?
I could definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? I was
you
one
don't
of the
think he'll
best
take-
fighters in the amateurs, bro. He was too. Bro, I've seen many fighters like him.
Garcia is currently dealing with a big problem. He is serving a ban because he tested positive for drugs after his fight with Devin Haney in April. Even though Garcia won that fight and knocked Haney down several times, he couldn't keep the belts. The issue started when Garcia weighed in over the official limit before the match. This mistake meant he didn't meet the rules for the fight. After news of his positive drug test came out, the fight was ruled a no contest. After hearing what Garcia said about him, Terence Crawford had something to say back. Crawford pointed out that he has never tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, unlike Garcia. Crawford made it clear that Garcia's drug test results have already shown he used banned substances. Crawford also mentioned that Garcia is not in a strong position to challenge him. He said Garcia only seems tough because no one wants to fight him right now, due to his recent problems. Crawford believes Garcia's tough talk is just an act, and it's not something to take seriously. At least I haven't tested positive for PEDs, unlike Garcia, who's already been proven. He's got no business inviting me into the ring. Garcia's not a tough guy. He just acts like it because nobody wants to fight him right now with all the issues he's been involved in lately. He's trying to make noise, but we all know what's really going on. Terence Crawford has decided he is willing to fight Garcia, but not because he felt pressured by the invitation. Instead, Crawford wants to fight him to prove a point. He wants to show that Garcia is not as strong as he claims to be, and that he has only been successful because of the drugs he used. Crawford believes that by fighting Garcia, he can silence all the trash talk and demonstrate that Garcia's achievements are not as impressive as they seem. He feels that Garcia's use of drugs makes his victories less meaningful. I'm willing to fight him, but not because I feel compelled by his invitation. I just want to shut Garcia's mouth once and for all and prove he's nothing more than a guy who relies heavily on drugs to win. All that tough talk doesn't mean anything when you've got something to hide. I'll expose him for what he really is. Right now, Ryan Garcia is not Crawford's biggest concern. He has more pressing issues to deal with, especially after getting beaten badly by Mayweather at the airport. Crawford needs to focus on getting himself back in shape and handling the aftermath of that fight. Once Crawford takes care of himself and gets back on track, there might be a chance for a fight between him and Mayweather. The promoters could set up a match between them once things settle down and both fighters are ready. So, what do you think about this situation? Are you excited to see how things turn out between Crawford and Mayweather, or do you have other thoughts? Let me know what you think in the comments below.